Yeah, we're always a house under construction, but this is kind of an ego play. Your ego tries to trick you. Well, am I doing enough? Do I need to do more? But exactly what you're doing is perfectly great. If you just doing just being aware is 80% of the battle already. Just taking action and doing your sadhana, you're all pretty much all the way home. Your ego tries to put up these blockages and these obstacles to kind of get you off the path and distract you off the path. And I know in my case in the beginning it was truly hard because my ego was super strong. I've been feeding my ego my whole life. So it ego hates Kriya Yoga because it it starves your ego and doesn't give your ego food that it loves to have. So in my case, I treated my body like an amusement park. I was totally consumed with my car, my bank account. I thought that made me who I am, like
Yeah.
that I identified with all these zeros in the bank account. I am super smart. I am super intelligent because I have more money in my bank than you
Yeah.
do,
I'm better than
So
you.
like, I'm better than you, yeah. So wh- when I stopped identifying with the ego, like, oh, am I not doing enough? I'm not a good Kriya yogi. I'm not. I'm not meant for this path. Why would Babaji talk to me? He only talks to Yogananda and all other ascended masters. I'm not worthy of this path, this and that. This is more of a ego kind of play that it puts up blockages because it knows that if you really go down this path 100% and take action, ego's going to go down as far as it can. And you're basically going to starve your ego and it's not going to have those tasty food that it eats. Your fear, your your materialism, your Maya delusion. Those are all like tasty cakes to your ego. So once you dissolve your ego, it fights you for sure. And in my
Yeah.
case, the first 3 months, it was a total all-out war, me and my ego, because it didn't want to die.
We
And
fought you.
it hated Kriya Yoga. And every initiation, everything I've done, my ego's always tried to block it. It always tried to put some doubt in my mouth, and doubt in my mind, or block me. Like, no, no, you don't need to do this. Stay home and watch TV. The football game's on. Whatever it would say. So, you know, it's always. I like when Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, your ego's always hiding behind that tree over there. So it's always hanging out. It's always trying to come in your house. Hello, it's cold out here. Let me inside.
Yeah.
Like that type of thing. No, I like when my guru always said, if God comes to your door, don't leave God outside in the cold and rain. But if your ego comes to your door, leave your ego outside in the cold and rain. So I try to live by that, like ego outside, God inside. Overwhelmed by stress or stuck in your practice? Kriya Yoga is the key. Get personal help. Book a free call at kriyayogamasterclass.com. Now let's continue the journey. Yeah, it's a hard path because you've been conditioned your whole life to you take comfort in these things, right? And you miss that comfort, like, like, if I could just drink a beer tonight, that'd be great. I don't want to do my sadhana. Oh, what day is today? Oh, the full wheel pose. Oh my God, I hate that full wheel pose. Oh, it's gonna kill me. Like, oh, all right. Well, let's get to it. Even in my case, when I wake up, I'm almost like, oh, I know what day it is today. It's the plow pose day. Oh my God. Can I just do shavasana and take it easy and relax today? But you kind of have to have that self-discipline where you just overcome that. Like, no matter what, we're going to do it today. And I don't care what ego says. Like, we're going to get through it. And you always feel better when you do it. Like, see, that was nothing. My ego's a liar. Like, why do I keep believing this liar, this ego, right? Like, that's nothing. I feel totally refreshed and I feel totally better, but it's always trying to stop you before you get into your sadhana. Once you get into your sadhana, you get into a rhythm and you're like, oh yeah, this is refreshing, like this is a breath of fresh air. Like, I don't even know why I was putting up those mental blockages and obstacles in my mind. I really enjoy this, but your ego tries to get you before you get to the door, if you know what I'm saying. It's all that mental chatter before you get there, right? Like, okay, once he gets into a sadhana, I'm screwed. But if I get him before he gets to a sadhana, I might have a chance. Let's give it a go, like, let's try it out, like, so yeah, but it's hard, believe me. Like, sometimes I go to, in Thailand, they have a lot of 7-Elevens. I go to 7-Elevens and I see like Skittles or M&Ms, and I'm like, oh yeah, I like those M&Ms and those Skittles, but I just can't do it no more, I still have good memories. What they say, taste the rainbow, I want to taste that rainbow, but I know I can't do it. All right, I'll just keep walking, I like when my guru said, when I saw like CDs or yogic special superpowers in the Himalayan mountains, keep walking. Nothing to see here, Vedguru Dev, keep walking. So when I see Skittles, I catch it out the corner of my eye, but I say, keep walking. Keep walking. Nothing to see here. This would give you a temporary Band-Aid or some temporary comfort to a thing that you're looking for permanent happiness, or you're looking for permanent enlightenment or permanent higher consciousness. And this a water that you hold in your hand that would drip out in 2 minutes. So try to keep walking, Paul. I agree.
I don't know. I think about Antar, and he enjoyed life, so it feels like I don't know. You have to have a balance too.
Yeah, Boganantar was an enjoyer, so he enjoyed everything. So if there were some Skittles, he would enjoy it. But instead of just temporary enjoyment, he enjoyed it to the maximum. He was like, if I'm gonna eat Skittles, I'm going to enjoy it as much as I can, and I'm not going to be attached to it no more. I enjoyed it. I felt the pleasure, and I moved on. So, but Boganantar is probably the Sita I resonate with the most, because I was initiated in Katagarma, where he has his yantra embedded into the ground at Katagarma Temple. Katagarma is where they had the tree where Boganantar initiated Babaji into Kriya Kundalini Pranayama. So it's a special place. So I like Bogar, but Bogar means enjoyer. So he was an enjoyer. He enjoyed as much as he could, and he didn't care nothing about no rules or regulations, what you should do. He enjoyed his life as much as he could. One of my favorite Boganantar stories was Boganantar was like a medicine man, like a chemist kind of, right? They had these Sitas, they have ways to heal their body. So they're always looking for like alchemy to kind of enhance their body. So Boganantar had this dog, and he made this pill, and he gave it to the dog, and the dog died, right? And then his disciples were like, Bogar, don't eat that, you're gonna die. And he ate it anyway, and he passed away. So they were trying to figure out how to bury Boganantar. Like, oh, sad day, our guru Boganantar passed away, right? And they looked up on this hill, and they saw Boganantar and the dog, and they were like, they came back. They were resurrected or whatever. And Bogar said to them, not only are we resurrected, we now have the Siddhi of flying. So him and the dog just flew away and went wherever they want. So they were enjoyers so much that they would try things. all these Sitas, they're always trying to figure out how to extend their life so they could do as much and get as far down the path as they can. So that's why they kind of, they're always looking for the alchemy to kind of extend their life as long as they can. So, but I like this story of Bhoganantar. And they say in yogic tradition that Bhoganantar went to China and he became Latsu. So if they say that is really Bhoganantar, he left India and took his spirituality and all the kriyas that he learned on the yogic path and became Latsu. So they say Latsu is a great yogi, which is the reincarnation in the Chinese way of Bhoganantar. Like what you saw, hit subscribe, explore freekriyayogamasterclass.com, or watch our next video right here.